Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Welcome to Artful Garden Ideas. Today we talk about how to grow raspberries, select an ever-bearing variety, practice a few trellising and pruning tricks, and pick berries from July through fall. You may think the sheer pleasure of wolfing down ripe joys. Raspberries is reason enough to grow them. But raspberries are not just another tasty berry, they are loaded with healthful attributes. They are high in fiber and contain vitamin A, folate, antioxidants, and numerous minerals. The juice maintain vitamin C, and those sometimes annoying little seeds contain vitamin E. And of course, if you have a raspberries patch, you have endless dessert possibilities. The key to raspberries success are careful selection of plant type, solid trellising system, and housed berries technique that match the needs of the plant. Once everything is in place, your raspberry patch will provide you with many years of satisfaction. The main purpose of pruning is to get rid of older cans in favor of newer cans that will produce more fruit in late summer. Some of the newly planted cans will begin the fruit at the top of the cane and continue into fall. In early spring of the following years, while the plants are still dormant, it's time to prune these now 1 year old cans, and here is where to do something special. Get more berries with right varieties. We choose to plant an ever bearing varieties called Summitt. After asking for local agriculture office which raspberries are recommended for our area, we also tasted berries for local berry farms and important steps to determine our favorite. When then shopped around to rotate cans were certified disease free. Various responsibly cultures will flourish in hardened zone 3. Take your time selection because raspberries come in varying shapes, size, and colors: red, purple, golden, and white. So, why did we choose an ever bearing variety? We love raspberries. We are willing to pick fruit every day until for that we can eat or fill. Give some to the neighbors, freeze some for winter, and leave the rest for the birds. Summer bearing raspberries fruit for about a month, then it's all over the fruit and the work. Until next year, everybody raspberries treated well or just the overbearing one. Mild winter, we found a few ripe berries still hanging on it. December once established. Ever-bearing raspberries called for bearing by some begin production in our area in July. The canes are usually so loaded down that they tend to bend over their sprout, while summer bearing varieties generally fruit early, usual by a few weeks. So we also planted a few bushes of red wine to enjoy while we wait for the heavier production main crop. For varieties, we added the yellow tinged golden, which is ever bearing raspberries multiple pushes and prolifically. If you plant one can this year, you will have a dozen or more than some spot next year. Raspberry is a joyful experiment about presenting by runner picking up impressive number of healthy new plants are around the organic patch. I don't consider this to be a problem tough because 1 week of the take care of them. You can also give them to a friend or use them extend for your patch. Over 2 row raspberries patch 7 feet wide by 33 feet long. If were to do it all over again, I would make 9 to 10 feet wide, allow more elbow room of picking. Twin the row. We have 3 feet between row, which is just barely enough for two. Raspberries plants had feet and the heavy feeder. We address these two vertical issue by building a 20-inch high raised and filling it in the mixture of 50s good garden topsoil blended with about on fifth and manure. If like you have adequate soil, you will also need to add some limb because raspberries prefer to soil pH of around 60. We left one end of the box open to allow easy access to our wild browse, then closed when box was full. This tube can be done in the fall so that you are ready to plant come spring. If you have rich deep soil that drains well year round, you can simply plant raspberries in a permanent garden site. Notice this specific northwest gets rain all winter, and many gardeners lose raspberries to root because they make this mistake of planting their raspberries fuzzy little toes directly in the ground, which is often thickly covered with a skim of topsoil. We also experience a 2 month drought. Most have deep soil that holds moisture evenly yet drains well. Be careful to establish your raspberry patch to last a long time. We installed a support system at the end of each row of raspberries. We buried a 6 feet tall, almost 1 foot in the ground. Across the top and middle of each post, we fastened 3-inch long raspberry with a sturdy support. And that's it. Thanks for watching this video.